to the Monster Truck Rally of Pop Culture, where little toy cars face the bus crushers of trivia for a shot at valuable prizes. But only if they can beat the Geeks! Hey everybody, I'm Tiffany. Please welcome the captain of the USS Geek and the host of Beat the Geeks, Jay Keith Van Stratton.
Geeks. Tonight, one of these three challengers will get a chance to win our grand prize package worth over $5,000. That's the good news. Now it's the bad news. To try and stop them, we have collected the finest steel trap pop trivia minds in existence and assembled them here in our arena. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Geeks!
Mark Edward Hoyt, the movie geek.
As a projectionist, I once had to run the piano for 22 weeks. 5 months of Harvey Keitel's penis does something to your brain.
Andy Sachs, the music geek.
Are you dead or alive? Have you thoughts in your head? That's Sabbath, baby, and all challengers are going down.
Paul Goebel, the TV geek.
I have a metal partridge-friendly lunchbox autographed by David Cassidy and Danny Bonaducci.
And our special guest geek, Ivy Chantel Hover, the Sopranos geek.
I watch The Sopranos so much, I feel like I'm a part of the family, and you don't want to go against the family.
Yes, there they are, the four vultures of knowledge circling over the grand prize watering hole. So, Phil, Christine, and Blake, that's what you're up against. Now, here's how it's going to work. Only 2 of you will earn the right to challenge the Geeks in the next round. And only 1 of you will make it all the way to the final round, where you'll face the geek of your choice for a chance at an amazing grand prize package. However, right now, 1 of you's got to go. So we're going to start things off with 4 5-point toss-up questions. Hands over buzzers in the subject of TV. What show about a boat featured a captain named Stubing? Christine.
Love Boat.
Of course, Christine. 5 points for you. All right, challengers, your next question. In the subject of movies, what Scottish actor played Captain Marco Ramius in The Hunt for Red October? Blake.
Sean Connery.
That is correct. 5 points for you. In the subject of Sopranos, what law enforcement organization is always hot on the trail of Tony and his crew? Phil.
FBI?
FBI is correct. 5 points for you. All right, challengers, here's your last 5-point question. In the subject of music, what San Diego-based punk band had a hit with their song All the Small Things off their album Enema of the State? Phil, you're tapping like a monkey. What's your answer? Blink-182 is correct for 5 points. All right, challengers, let's look at the scores here. We've got Phil ahead with 10, Christine and Blake tied with 5. It's time now for 4 more questions. Thank you, Tiffany. These are worth 10 points each, and I'll remind you only the 2 of you in the lead at the end of these questions will move on to challenge the Geeks in the next round. In the subject of Sopranos, in the opening credit sequence, Tony Soprano goes from which state to which state? Blake.
New York to New Jersey.
That is correct. 10 points for you. Sopranos Geek, have you ever made that journey yourself?
No, I haven't. But the interesting thing about The Sopranos opening credits is the theme song is so popular, and it was a song that was written a few years before by an English band called Alabama 3, who had to shorten their name to A3 because the country band Alabama thought people might confuse them.
Oh, those country bastards. All right, thank you, Sopranos Geek. Challengers, in the subject of movies, who wrote and directed the 2000 movie about a modern minstrel TV show called Bamboozled? Christine.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee is right. 10 points for you. Movie Geek, very controversial movie with a controversial ad campaign.
Yes, Spike Lee is one of the best self-promoting directors since Hitchcock. Even if you've never seen a single Spike Lee movie, you probably know who he is and what he's about. So, he's a genius.
Challengers, here's your next 10-point question. In the subject of music, name the Swedish disco pop quartet who sang the hit songs Dancing Queen and Take a Chance on Me. Christine.
ABBA.
ABBA is who it is. Music Geek, ABBA, one of the rare palindromic band names.
That's very true, and they are also one of the greatest pop bands of all time. They are, in fact, so uncool that they are cool.
All right, thank you, Music Geek. Challengers, here's your final toss-up question. In the subject of TV, who was the first man to sit behind the anchor desk at Saturday Night Live? Blake.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase is right. 10 points for you. TV Geek, which anchor did you like best on Saturday Night Live?
A lot of people like to go with Chevy Chase just because he was the first, and he was great, but my vote goes to Norm Macdonald, without a doubt. The funniest of them all.
Thank you for that opinion. Challengers, that is the end of the toss-up round. We've got a score here of Christine and Blake tied at 25. Phil, you're behind with 10. Oh, Phil, even the dreads can't save you now. Some of us are going under round 2, but you're not going to be one of them. We do have some lovely parting gifts for you, but please exit the Geek Arena now. Go any which way you like. Bye-bye. All right, Christine and Blake, not only do you have the most sensible hairdos, but you two have proven yourselves worthy to play against the Geeks in the next round. You're going to have the next couple of minutes to rest. But when we come back, these two poodles will take on the 4 pit bulls of trivia in the challenge round. It's dog eat dog, and you won't want to miss it here on Beat the Geeks.
Well, you don't really get to watch the whole movie from up here because most theaters don't have separate projectionists and managers. So while everything's moving smoothly, I got to go and do all the other things that are unpopular. You know, give these peons downstairs work to do. No, I can't call them peons because I'm barely making any more money than they are. So it's all the power, none of the prestige, so to speak.
Hey, welcome back to Beat the Geeks. I'm Tiffany. And if you want to get on my bad side real quick, just try and go after one of my geeks. I dare ya.
I'll stay on the good side. Thanks, Tiffany. All right, Christine and Blake, you guys survived round 1, so we might as well get to know you. Christine, you're a law student, and what's the geekiest thing about you?
I'm a board game fanatic.
All right. Glad to have you here. Blake, you're an antiques dealer. What's the geekiest thing about you?
That every year I dress up as Aquaman for Halloween.
Interesting. All right, Blake, glad to have you here.
Good to be here.
Well, the both of you have made it this far, so congratulations. You are both still eligible to win that grand prize package worth over $5,000. Not too shabby. However, now the game starts getting tougher because now you will be playing against the Geeks themselves. They're quite intimidating. In this first challenge round, each one of you will have one chance to challenge a geek and try to take his or her medal. All the medals in this round are worth 20 points, but if you beat our guest geek, we'll give you an extra 10 points. Now, since you are tied, we're going to go to a toss-up question to decide who goes first, so hands over buzzers, and here we go. Name this geek. He made millions as executive producer of Charlie's Angels, Dynasty, Beverly Hills 90210, and Melrose Place. Blake.
Aaron Spelling.
That is correct. No points there, but you do get to go first. Blake, please challenge a geek.
I challenge the music geek.
Music geek, you've been challenged.
When are you people going to learn that there is a tremendous gap between liking music and knowing music?
Now, since you probably don't know as much as our expert here, we've leveled the playing field. Relatively easy questions for you, impossibly difficult ones for the geek. Now, geek, for every easy question your challenger answers correctly, you will have to defend your medal by answering a harder geek-level question. If you should fail, you will surrender your medal, and the challenger will get 20 points. All right, Blake, here's your first music question. What English synth band had hit songs including Personal Jesus and Enjoy the Silence?
Depeche Mode.
Oui, oui, that is correct. Music geek, your medal is in danger. You must answer this more difficult question. What member of Depeche Mode hopefully found his own personal Jesus after surviving a 1995 suicide attempt and an apparent drug overdose in 1996?
That is the somewhat traumatized lead singer of the group. His name is David Gahn.
That is correct.
G-A-H-A-N.
Blake, we'll move to another pair of questions. This one is for you. Take a look here and tell me, who is this poorly dressed blonde singer?
Jewel.
Jewel is who it is. Well done. Music geek, your medal again is in danger. Here's a visual question for you. Who is this poorly dressed blonde singer?
I believe that is the hip-hop artist Lil' Kim.
That belief does not hold true. That is incorrect. The correct answer, Mary J. Blige. Music geek, you must lose your medal, and there it goes. All right. Blake, just like that, you beat the geek. You got the medal, and you got 20 points. The score is now 45 to 25. Christine, it's now your turn to challenge a geek. Of course, once a geek has been beaten, he or she cannot be challenged again. Please challenge a geek.
I'm going to challenge the movie geek.
Movie geek, you've been challenged.
So you like board games, huh? I've got one for you. Sorry.
All right, Christine, let's see how you do with this game. What was the name of the 1988 sequel to Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Pee-wee's Big Top?
That is incorrect. Blake, you have a chance to steal and get 10 points for yourself. Can you tell me the correct answer?
Big Top Pee-wee.
That's what it is. 10 points for you, Blake. All right, that is the end of the first challenge round. We've got a score of 55 for Blake, 25 for Christine. And when we come back, we'll double the value of the medals, and one of the challengers will be put out to pasture like yesterday's meat. Stay tuned to Beat the Geeks. It's time now for 2 more challenges, and in this round, medals are worth 40 points each, and you can still get our special guest geek for an extra 10 points. And I'll remind you, only the one of you with the most points will move on to the final showdown for a chance at that amazing grand prize package. All right, but right now, Christine, you need the most help, so this time you go first. Please challenge one of our remaining geeks.
I challenge the TV geek.
TV geek, you've been challenged.
Christine, you're going to be off the air faster than Bob Patterson.
All right, Christine, here's your first TV question. Here we have Angie Harmon. On what NBC show did she star for 3 years?
Law and Order.
That is correct. All right, TV Geek, who is this, and what character does he play on Law and Order?
That is, of course, Jerry Orbach. He plays Detective Lenny Briscoe.
That is correct. Well done. All right, Christine, another pair of questions. Here's yours. Joey and Bessie Potter and Pacey Witter are characters from what angst-ridden WB teen drama?
Dawson's Creek.
Of course. TV Geek, big fan of the WB, of course.
Not.
Here's your more difficult question. Who played Sweat Hogs, Vinnie Barbarino, Juan Epstein, Arnold Horshack, and Freddie Boom Boom Washington on Welcome Back, Kotter?
Well, Vinny was, of course, John Travolta. Juan Epstein was played by Robert Hedges, who went on to star on Cagney and Lacey. Horshack, Arnold Horshack, played by one of the great character actors of all time, Ron Palillo. And the forgotten Sweat Hog, Freddie Boom Boom Washington, played by Lawrence Hilton Jacobs.
That is correct. Well done, TV Geek. Christine, since the TV Geek has successfully defended his medal twice, we're going to go to the 15-second geek-off in order to decide this challenge. When I say go, you're going to have 15 seconds to tell me as many well-known, valid responses as you can in the following category. 1980s sitcoms. Go.
Family Ties, The Cosby Show, The Golden Girls, Empty Nest, oh my God, I've run a,
Christine, that's time 4. You got 4 valid responses in time. Not so bad. TV Geek, she got 4. That means in your Geek Off, you must get at least 5 in order to successfully defend your medal. Your category is 1960s TV Westerns. Go.
Gunsmoke, Bonanza, let's see, Broken Arrow, Maverick, The Big Valley.
That's time, and unbelievably, you got 5 valid responses.
You can't have this.
TV Geek.
You can't have this, baby.
Broken Arrow, one of your responses, went off the air in September of 1960, barely giving you enough correct responses and successfully defending your medal. Very impressive. The TV Geek, of course, everybody.
Thank you very much. Sit down.
All right, Christine, no medal and no points there. You still trail Blake 25 to 55. And Blake, it's now your turn to challenge a geek. I'll remind you, our special guest geek is still available. If you want to go for those extra 10 points, the choice is yours. Please challenge a geek.
I think I'll play it safe and go with the odds on the Movie Geek.
Movie Geek, you've been challenged.
Blake, you got that Sean William Scott thing going for you, so remember that bitter drink he took in American Pie? That's what you're swallowing, baby.
All right, Blake, here's your first movie question. Who directed 2001's Planet of the Apes?
Who directed 2001's Planet of the Apes? Bickford.
That is incorrect. Christine, you have a chance to get 10 points for yourself on this deal. Can you tell me the correct answer?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton is right. 10 points for you, Christine. Movie Geek, you didn't get a real chance to show off there. Let's see what you can do here. I understand Tim Burton is one of your favorite directors.
Yes, he is.
Well, let's see what you could have done with this question. Who directed Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas?
Ah, the great stop-motion animator Henry Selick.
That is correct, but it doesn't matter. All right, Movie Geek, excellent show-off. All right, and just like that, that is the end of the challenge rounds. We've got a score now of 35 for Christine, 55 for Blake. And now it all comes down to the Geequalizer. Yes, it's still anybody's game because the Geequalizer could be worth up to 150 points. In the Geequalizer, I'm going to start naming titles, people, phrases, and things. You will have 2 seconds to tell me whether each one is currently best known for movies, TV, or music. For each one you answer correctly, you get 10 points. Answer incorrectly or freeze at any time, and the Geequalizer is over for you. Christine, you're behind, so you're going to go first. You need 20 points to stay in this game. That means you must get at least 2 of these in a row. Let's Geequalize.
Okay.
The Long and Winding Road.
Music.
Road Rules.
Movie.
That is incorrect.
Oh, TV!
Geek, what's Road Rules?
A very popular reality show on the MTV.
That's right, it is on the MTV. Christine, you did not get enough to catch up. That means, Blake, you are the winner of today's Beat the Geeks game. Sorry, Christine, you just couldn't pull it out. We do have some lovely parting gifts for you, and you're on your way now to getting them. So good for you. All right, Blake is our final challenger and is going through to the Geek to Geek Showdown for a chance at an amazing grand prize. But of course, Blake, what you get depends on which geek you beat. So which geek do you challenge for the final showdown?
I'm gonna challenge Old Faithful. I'm gonna challenge the Music Geek.
Music Geek, you've been challenged.
All right, let's go, genius. I'm shutting you down.
If you beat our Music Geek, you're going to need some geek gear of your own. So, CDW, Computing Solutions Built for Business, is giving you $5,000 worth of geek equipment. They've got a huge selection of high-end computers, MP3 players, and digital cameras. Burn your own geeky mix CDs, watch a DVD of Cheap Trick, or even make your own crappy music videos. With CDW and a slew of geek tools, you'll finally be able to call yourself a music geek, you lucky bastard. It's a grand prize package worth over $5,000.
Don't you go anywhere, because when we come back, Blake is going to attempt to knock the Music Geek off his pedestal. You'll want to see that. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Beat the Geeks. In just a moment, Blake will be facing off against the Music Geek for a chance at that CDW prize package worth over $5,000. This is going to be interesting because the Music Geek is looking for payback after losing his medal in the challenge rounds. Let's see what happens.
All right, as you both know, this is the final Geek to Geek Showdown. The rules are simple. For each category, you can choose a 1, 2, or 3-point question. The first person to 7 points wins, and the more the points, the harder the question. Now, for each category, the geek cannot choose an easier question than the challenger. The challenger goes first. That's you, Blake. The category is record labels. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
I should go with a 2.
All right, for 2 points. What record company released the multi-platinum albums Backstreet Boys, Baby One More Time, and No Strings Attached?
Arista?
That is incorrect. It was Jive Records. No points there. Same category for you, Geek. Would you like a 2 or 3-point question?
3 points, please.
For 3 points. Name the founder of the legendary rock and new wave label IRS Records.
Yes, you would also know him as the manager of the Police, and I believe he's still Sting's manager. His name is Miles Copeland.
That is correct. 3 points for you. Blake, the Geek is up 3-0. The category is Elvis Costello. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
Let's get a 3-point question.
All right, Blake, for 3 points. In Elvis's song, Tramp the Dirt Down, on which English leader's grave does he want to stomp?
Elvis' song, Tramp the Dirt Down. English leader, I'm going to have to say Churchill.
That is incorrect. It was Margaret Thatcher. No points there. All right, Geek, it'll be a 3-point question for you, same category, and here's your question. What Swedish opera singer collaborated with Elvis Costello on his 2001 album For the Stars?
Yes, interesting record featuring some new Elvis songs, some covers, a classical piece or two. Her name is Anne-Sophie von Otter.
That is correct for 3 points. Blake, he's got 6, you've got 0. You need 7 points to win. The category is live albums. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
2.
For 2 points. What entertainment reporter turned pianist was backed by the Colorado Symphony Orchestra in his 1995